Okay. Um, Jeten. So Jeten says queen to c5. How about Evan? Queen f3. Okay. And okay. Yeah, queen to f3 would have been a pretty bad move, right? It's just gonna be tacked by. Okay, so you changed to queen b6. All right, so queen b6 is the correct move. So the reason queen c5 doesn't work, even though it's like the same thing of trying to attack the king, right? This bishop over here. Sorry, one sec. Okay, so this bishop is attacking the queen, right? So we would be unable to. The bishop would just take, and then we'd be losing our queen. Okay, so queen to b6. Now we gave a check, right? And now the computer put the bishop in front of the king to block, right? So now what is the next move in this sequence? Someone other than Jeten, because he got the first move. Nicole? Sorry, you cut out. Could you say that again? So did you say queen c5? Yeah, so queen to c5. We just take that bishop and then we give it a check. Now he blocked with the pawn. Hitha? Yeah, but do you know the answer for this position? Okay, that's fine. Roma? Yeah, nice. And that is checkmate. So now let's go over. Am I able to show? Okay, let me just like stop sharing and then reshare. It's fine. Okay, so basically, what happened there was we had a check here, right? And that means we were attacking the king. And you'll notice that this king is kind of stuck here. Can't move anywhere. Because this square is still defended, right? So, and it can't be, this queen can't be captured, right? So you can't capture and you can't move the king, so you can only block. So the first block was bishop to c5. And because the bishop, it's not being defended by anything, right? That means we can just take it. So we took it with our queen because we still want to give a check. If we took with our pawn, it's not a check anymore. And you'll notice that here, white is threatening to take this pawn and give us checkmate. So we need to act fast, right? Play important, strong moves. So we take with the check. Now he blocks this pawn. So we can take any piece that's undefended, right? So this pawn is still undefended. Nothing's defending it. So we'll just take that as well. And now there's nothing to block with on these two squares, and it's checkmate. Alright, let's do a few more. Over here. So what do you guys think is the best move for white? Okay, Evan? Oh yeah, that's fine. Oh. Yeah, it doesn't let me make the screen bigger, so. Okay. Oh. Okay, let me try that. Okay, so there's two knights, right? So which one? Okay, so Evan says knight f to e5. Does anybody have a different answer? Roma? Again, which knight? So, knight f e5 or queen e5? Okay, and any other answers? Let's see. Nicole? Or white? Okay, that's fine. Zane? So, which piece? The queen? The knight? Okay, the knight. Okay, and one last guess. Jotun? Okay, and finally, that is the correct move. So, this is kind of weird, right? Why are we just giving up our knight for free? And that is because we have a pin. And you'll notice that this pin actually works against us, right? So the black queen is pinning the knight to our queen, right? So if we move our knight, like let's say we move over here, then he can take our queen, right? But because we moved it here and gave a check, then this queen right now can't take, right? Because he's in check. So if you're in check, you have to first deal with the check. So let's say he took with the pawn, right? Now, black's queen was also undefended. So you could take the black queen. And that would, it's not like checkmate, but you have an extra queen, right? If you have an extra queen, you're most likely going to win the game. So this one was probably the hardest one that we've seen of the day. So this combines two things. So we have the pin, right? Because there's a pin right here. And we broke the pin. Then we also have something called the discovered attack. So the discovered attack is when we move one piece and the piece behind it is attacking our opponent's piece. So we moved the knight, the piece behind the knight, which was the queen, attacked the opponent's queen, and then we were able to capture it. So we'll look more at discovered attacks and discovered checks next class. But let's just finish with Nicole. Do you have a question? Yeah. Yeah, so both of these pieces are blunted, right? They have like very few squares to move to. But the main thing is we have an extra queen, so it's much easier to win the game. Alright then, so for tonight's homework, do you guys wait, so were you guys able to try out chess.com last time? Okay, so if you could just do that, try out chess.com and like use the puzzles feature. Uh okay, yeah. So if you could do the same homework as last weekend, so all you had to do was go to custom puzzles, click actually today let's do this is gonna be like a preview in the next class, the discovered attack. Actually, let's not do that. Okay, let's do the mate in one and the pin. You can also do the fork if you're trying to get a bit more advanced, because we'll look at that next class. So do fork, double attack, mate in one, and pin. If you could try those. So did it only allow you to do 5, or would it allow you to do as many as you needed? Oh, only 3? Okay. Okay. So yeah, it seems to be an issue. Okay, so we'll try and fix that by next class. I'll try to I know a few other sites we can use that are free for chess tactics, but for today just try to do these three, one fork, one double attack, or one fork, one pin, one mate, and one. Okay. All right. So well then it's already 2 minutes after time, so I will see you guys next weekend, and I'll make sure to post the recordings. Bye. Have a nice weekend. Bye.